masculinity. There's a problem now where the average man is effeminate, which is the opposite of being masculine. And the average Christian man is effeminate. As a Christian, it's important to be able to endure hardness. It's important to be able to be disciplined. And all these things go together. Christian masculinity, enduring hardness, discipline, go hand in hand. So, if you live for pleasure, if you live for pleasure, being a lover of pleasure, if you lack the ability to endure hardness, you will be effeminized, physically even. Because if you live for pleasure and you lack the ability to endure hardness, Christian masculinity, if you lack the ability to endure hardness and you live for pleasure, which is what spiritual, psychological effeminacy, being effeminate. It's like I'm living for pleasure. I don't want to do hardness. I want to be disciplined. I don't want to endure hardness and be disciplined. You'll be more effeminate physically, biologically, because you have low testosterone. You'll be attacking with testosterone. So a big reason why the average man is so effeminate physically, where we have an epidemic with men with low testosterone, the masculine hormone, and the resulting physique being soft, is because people are effeminate and soft and lack discipline and the ability to endure hardness. So how do I live my life? I eat a low sugar diet. I fast more than 20 hours per day. Eat only once. When I do eat, I don't eat for pleasure, see. I look at food more as a nutrient delivery system than a source of pleasure. So a lot of the average person eats a high sugar diet, doesn't fast, overeats, eats too much wrong type of stuff. And the average Christian man lives for pleasure. So which means they'll be eating sweets and treats and a high sugar diet and eating all the time, which will lead to physical femininity, being soft. So if you're soft in your character, you'll be soft physically. So sugar lowers your testosterone. If you eat a high sugar diet, you attack your testosterone. And what happens if you have your testosterone lowered? You put on body fat. There's a connection between adipose tissue collection in the abdominal region and low testosterone. So the most reliable visual indicator of testosterone levels have declined from previous level is belly fat. So if your testosterone goes down, belly fat goes up. And what is that? You're less masculine. If your testosterone, your masculine hormone, goes down, you get softer. And what is the start, like the root? Christian men being soft and effeminate in the character. It's like, well, I live for pleasure. I don't want to endure hardness. I don't want to control my diet. I feel hungry and I want to live for pleasure. I want to eat something sweet and tasty. And you end up eating cookies and candy and drinking milkshakes and eating sugary stuff. You attack your testosterone. And that's character softness. If like, you live for pleasure. I don't want to hold myself back. I don't want to be disciplined, do hardness, and decide to go on a low sugar diet, which means you're going to have to do hardness. You feel like eating sugary stuff. You have hunger cravings, sugar cravings, and you have to say no to yourself. And if you don't give in to the feeling to eat, you feel bad. What is that? You have to do hardness. And if you don't control yourself, you don't live with discipline and ability to do hardness by choice, you're going to be attacking testosterone levels by eating a high sugar diet, sweets and treats, and your testosterone levels will decline. So notice how masculinity is hardness. So biological masculine, a guy like me, this is a masculine physique. See, hard, literally, ripped hard with a six-pack. And the person that has a masculine physique, a hard physique, has character masculinity above baseline. See, where it's like, I don't care how good ice cream tastes. I'm going to eat a low sugar diet. I'm going to fast 20 hours per day. Even though it feels good to eat sugar and it feels that, okay, it is hard to get into fasting. It was hard to get into omelette fasting, which I do. Eating one time per day and fasting 23 plus hours every day. And it's not a fad. I'm doing this for 5 years, eating one time per day. That was hard to get into. It took hardness, discipline, and the ability to do hardness. See? So notice how there's a connection between mental, character, personality, masculinity, hardness, and physical masculinity. Because I got to a point where I'm going to start fasting. I'm going to start omelette fasting. I eat one time per day. And deciding I'm not eating until after 1800 hours. And you wake up It's like you start feeling hungry around lunchtime. It's like you feel like you want to eat. And if I would, getting into intermittent fasting, if I would just, I start feeling hungry, so I eat, that'd be easy, soft, see. But if no, I decide I'm not going to eat, break my fast after 1800 hours, and I feel hungry, and I go, I'm not going to give in to the hunger feeling, I'm staying fasted, I'm not eating after 1800 hours. What does that mean? I'm enduring hardness, see? Because if you get into fasting, speak from experience, and I'm decided I'm going to fast, I'm not going to eat until this time. And then you have hunger feelings, you feel hungry, you feel hunger, you feel cravings, hunger. If I would give into it, the bad feeling would stop, see? The hunger, feeling bad, sugar cravings, hunger cravings. I will make it stop if I eat. But choose, I don't care, I feel hungry, I feel hunger cravings, I'm waiting, I'm not going to eat until after 1800 hours. What's that? I'm choosing to stay feeling bad because I'm not giving into the hunger feeling. That's what enduring hardness, discipline, and yeah, that is discipline. So there's a connection between belly fat and testosterone. So most men are soft than I am. I'm really hard, like David Goggins. Stay hard, say. A lot of you guys, you had to start watching David Goggins and you had to get hard, then you can stay hard. But testosterone is the masculine hormone, and high testosterone yields a lean, muscly, hard, athletic physique. And if testosterone goes down, you get softer. And living soft, effeminate in your character leads to physical softness. So correlating with being a man who's really hard, has a hard physique, high testosterone, masculinity hormone, high testosterone physique and athletic performance, energy, stamina, is being really hard and masculine in my character. When my person that got to a point decided I'm going to start fasting 20 plus hours per day, eat only one time per day in a 24-hour period. That took some discipline and enduring hardness. We'll say, I'm not going to eat, wake up, and pick a time, I'm not going to eat until after 1800 hours. And I might feel hungry, but I'm saying no to myself, I'm enduring hardness. That's masculinity. The ability to be disciplined, decide to stop doing things that make you feel good short term. And you're going to have a hard time doing that, which means you have to endure hardness. If you're a person who decides to quit sugar, you're going to have hunger cravings, you're going to have sweet cravings, and you can make the bad feeling stop by giving in to the urge and eating something sweet, and now the bad feeling stops. But if you go, I'm going to quit sugar, and then you feel hungry to eat something sweet, you say no to yourself, you stay feeling bad for some time. That's enduring hardness. So it's discipline, is making rules for yourself, adhering to them. And you're gonna have to endure hardness. That goes hand in hand, like discipline and enduring hardness. Whatever it is you decide to quit, you're gonna have to endure hardness. So there's a problem with effeminate man. And who's better to teach on masculinity than a man who's really masculine, physically, biologically, in his character? So testosterone, the masculine hormone, helps you to achieve and maintain a lean, muscular physique. So men are harder. This softness is a feminine trait more than it's a masculine trait. Physical, women have higher body fat percentages than men. See, body fat percentages. So women are softer physically. They have generally a higher body fat percentage, or that it's more natural for women to have a higher body fat percentage than men. So if you have low testosterone, you start putting on body fat and you get softer. And how do a lot of men end up having low testosterone? By being soft and effeminate in the character. So notice how, if you're effeminate in your personality character, that will lead to you being effeminate physically. Where I live for pleasure. I'm not going to have discipline and endure hardness to force myself to eat a low sugar diet. Okay? And you end up eating a high sugar diet. And you attack your testosterone with the high sugar diet. And then you start getting softer physically. So your character softness will lead to physical softness. So there's a problem with feminine men, feminine Christian men. And a lot of Christian men would do better to mirror my lifestyle. Do intermittent fasting, overcome the sugar addiction, eat less than 20 grams of sugar per day rather than 80 plus. take the supplements, stop watching porn, which a lot of Christian men do. I don't watch porn even once a week. I stop watching porn 100%. It's not even once a month I watch porn with the porn website. That took enduring some hardness and having discipline. Like being a person like most people years back watching porn on them. It took some hardness and discipline to like decide to quit it and then stick to it. Another thing I quit. Alcohol. I haven't had a drop of alcohol for 10 months. So being a Christian man that has some masculinity that has helped me. Meaning I used to drink alcohol. I quit drinking alcohol. 100% haven't had a drop of alcohol for 10 plus months. What's that? Discipline during hardness. I decided to quit drinking 100%. And there's been times where I really felt like having some alcohol. And saying no to that feeling is what enduring hardness. And staying quit. I also quit watching porn 100%. I don't watch porn. I don't go to porn websites. I don't even masturbate once a week while I look at porn. Whereas the average Christian man is a porn pervert, sex addict, porn addict, weirdo. Unfortunately. So I do OMAD fasting. I eat only one time per day. Fast 20 plus hours. I eat a low sugar diet, less than 20 grams of sugar per day. I'm not addicted to sugar like most people are. Which is why I can fast, and it's not that hard for me to fast 20 plus hours per day, because my body's not constantly screaming out for sugar because I'm a sugar addict, because I'm not. And I stopped watching porn 100%, stopped drinking 100%, and quit the sugar addiction and eat only one time per day. And being a person that has this masculinity in my character, where I'm not living for pleasure, I'm willing to endure hardness, have discipline, I'm stopping this 100%, and it will be times where I feel like doing the thing I decided to quit. And I enjoy the hardness and say no to the feeling and stay quit. That's enjoying hardness. So we can get into some practical stuff. I recommend other people to consider doing what I'm doing. If you're a Christian man, I recommend to start watching porn 100%. Overcome the sugar addiction. Maybe consider getting into fasting to some extent. Maybe not OMAD fast like what I do, but 16-8 at the very least. Now that's baby stuff. 16-8 is it's something. It can be like a entry level fasting, where somebody could first go to 16-8 fasting, then 24, and then OMAD, for example, and not go straight to OMAD fasting. So I'm a person who's really masculine, with a six-pack, have a high testosterone physique, high testosterone athletic performance, energy, stamina, lean muscle, a hard chiseled physique, and that's testosterone. If you have low testosterone, it's hard for you to. What does testosterone do? It makes it easy to achieve and maintain a lean athletic physique. Other effects of testosterone, it gives you energy, stamina, endurance. So no wonder where I stand out of how much energy I have, coupled with a high testosterone physique and rare levels of energy. If you know about testosterone, the average man has low T, and the average person has low energy and high body fat. So testosterone, high testosterone helps you to achieve and maintain a lean, hard, low body fat percentage physique. And high testosterone gives you more energy. So a lot of it boils down like the physical masculinity to testosterone levels. And a way to have a low testosterone physique and low testosterone performance, being like tired and easily fatigued and soft and fat, is to be soft and feminine and not masculine in your character. It's like you're living for pleasure, you're eating sweets and treats, you lack the ability to say no to yourself and do hardness. So, case in point, character effeminacy, a lack of masculinity in your character, which is the choice. Being soft in your character leads to being soft physically. Do you understand? If you're soft in your character, that leads to being soft physically. If you're soft, it's like, oh, it's hard to fast, so I won't do it. It feels good to eat sweets and treats, so I keep doing it all the time. And it's hard to say no and do fasting and go on a low sugar diet, that's hard, and I'm not going to enjoy the hardness and like soft. It's like, I'm not going to get into fasting because it's hard. Now you're being soft. I'm not going to go on a low sugar diet because it's hard to eat less sugar. That's softness. And if you live like that, it'll make you physically soft, because a high sugar diet lowers your testosterone. And if your testosterone goes down, body fat goes up, yielding a softer physique. So, how do I live my life? Low sugar diet, less than 20 grams of sugar per day. Eat one time per day, 300 out of 365 days per year. OMAD fasting. So, how I've been living the last 5+ years. I'm doing OMAD fasting 5+ years, which means I eat on one time per day, which means I fast 20+ hours. And to be precise, I have been doing that 365 days a year, 5 days straight. Is at least 300 days per year of eating only one time per day. And then now and then I do 2 mad or eat even like 3 times. Not as due to lack of discipline, but because I choose sometimes, let's do 2 mad today. I don't watch porn. I quit drinking alcohol 100%, 10 months I dropped alcohol. I took a 4-year sober challenge. So the same ability to be able to enjoy hardness, make rules for myself and stick to them, discipline, which is part of masculinity. Like, I'm gonna quit eating all the time, start fasting, and enjoying hardness and staying fasting. I could apply this to others in my life. I'm gonna quit alcohol 100% for a full year. And 10 months into a full year sober, haven't had drop alcohol. In the same way, I decided at some point in time I'm gonna stop watching porn 100%. And I've stayed into it. So I don't watch porn, not even once a month. I never visit porn websites. I'll go to Pornhub, like the shrimp website, and these other sites. I don't visit porn websites. Okay. I don't watch porn. Not even once a month. I don't even masturbate once a week, but I look at porn. So, yeah, I enjoy being a really masculine man in a world full of feminine men and Christian men. The most important thing for lost people is getting saved. And now it's about how masculine you are spiritually. Unfortunately, a lot of Christian men are effeminate. So, yeah, I enjoy being really masculine, high testosterone, not being soft, being hard physically, and masculine about baseline. And a lot of Christian men are weak and soft, and I'm going to do hardness. I say no to sinful urges and passion. So, simply, masculinity, enjoying hardness and discipline go hand in hand. And as a Christian man, you should not be living for pleasure. It's like something feels good and you do it. You have to have the ability as a Christian man. You should be able to decide to quit things that are bad and stay quit, which means you'll have to enjoy hardness. If you've been doing something consistently like watching porn, you decide you're going to stop watching it. And let's say a person right now is a Christian man ends up watching porn once a day or once a week even. And they decide, I'm going to stop watching porn 100%. There's going to come a time after going from doing it once a week, once a day even, and deciding to quit it, that they're going to feel like doing it. There's going to come a time during the day where they feel like watching porn. And you're going to have to say no to yourself, which would be enduring hardness. So I feel like doing this, and so I'm holding myself back. I don't care how much I feel like doing it, I'm not going to do it. What are you doing? You're enduring hardness. Like if a person's going to quit the sugar addiction and go and get into OMAD fasting, it's like tomorrow, I'm not going to eat breakfast, lunch, I'm not going to eat until after 1800 hours. It's going to come a time where they feel hungry, feel like eating. It's a bad feeling, like I feel hungry right now. And if they say, I'm not going to eat this by feeling hungry, they stay feeling bad, which means what? Enduring hardness. So discipline, masculine, and enduring hardness go hand in hand. Go hand in hand. And the average Christian man is effeminate. Would do well to look at a guy who's less feminine they are, more masculine, and look at what he's doing and what he's teaching, and take my advice. So, go on a low sugar diet is recommendable. Sugar lowers your testosterone, the masculine hormone. Learn to control yourself, your eating, and whatever else. So I gotta finish up. Let's go back to the video. ripped with a six-pack at 36 years old. There's a connection between belly fat and testosterone, which means the more belly fat you have, the lower testosterone you have. And it's only, the fitness elite, top 1%, only 0.004% of men above 35 years old have abs, visible abs. I'm ripped with a six-pack at 36 years old. And being ripped with a six-pack at 36 years old indicates high testosterone. And if you look at my lifestyle, I live a lifestyle designed to protect my testosterone. Low sugar diet, I fast, take my supplements, I avoid all these toxic chemical hiding home cleaning products that can lower testosterone. So that's the end of the video.